Hey everyone, One Big Boss here. As you can tell by the title of the video that you clicked on, we are talking about Capcom, but more specifically, that Capcom themselves just dropped a Capcom home arcade, kind of mini arcade stick system thingy. I'm very tired. The way that this is looking is, I kind of like the idea because the controller itself is a massive arcade stick. Like back in the old days, if you went to an arcade and you had played any kind of fighting games and stuff, you'd have the two arcade sticks like merged together, and that's what this is. It's one big Capcom logo, and it's got 16 preloaded games on there, and necessarily, these games aren't terrible. There's a few questionable choices on there, but they're not bad. I mean, something like Alien vs. Predator being on here, this is a huge deal because this game has not seen the light of day since the arcades, okay? This has never been ported to the Super Nintendo, the Sega, anything like that. This game would have been perfect, but because Aliens and Predator it's like a weird relationship for the people who used to own it back in the day, you know, it's tough to work with games that aren't your own. So it now is seeing the light of day again, which I think is great. They've got stuff like Echo Fighters that's on there, that's pretty good, Strider, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, which is a phenomenally fun game. Even if you have friends or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever have you, husband, wife, anybody can pick this game up and play it because Puzzle Fighter 2 is just so much freaking fun. You have like the most hype matches when you're playing with friends. It's a great game. Ghouls and Ghosts, another good addition for this. Final Fight, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, no, I mean, I think they could have added a couple more Final Fights, everything on there, but still, it's pretty good. Giga Wing, I think, is actually a Dreamcast title, if I remember correctly. So if this thing is powerful enough to do Dreamcast stuff, I like that. Some of the other questionable stuff on here, like the Darkstalkers game, this is the first Darkstalkers. And that game, we all know, is really not that good. Because it was the first one of its kind and everything, you know, they were experimenting with it. So it's not that great. Still not a bad choice for being on there. I'm going to love playing it, don't get me wrong. But I think they could have thrown in, like, Darkstalkers 3, in my opinion. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighters? Where's Super Turbo? For those of you who don't know, Super Turbo is actually the definitive version of Street Fighter 2. This is the one that is still played competitively today in arcades and competitions and even Evo, okay? This thing is huge and people still love it, and it's not on there, and again, just very strange. I also find it strange that none of the Street Fighter 3 games made it on there, like, you know, Street Fighter 3, Second Impact, or Third Strike, obviously Third Strike being the definitive, and same with these Street Fighter Alpha games, none of them made it on there. But, you know, there's still some really good choices on here, but I don't know. I want to know how these things run. From what I was seeing, apparently these things do use like the arcade boards in some way. So that's good. At least we know that it should run good. We never know what can happen with these kind of things, these plug-and-play things. But it's got like Wi-Fi and it's got HDMI hookups and such. And I honestly think the thing just looks really cool. It's a bit strange, but I do think it looks pretty cool. But I just hope the asking price is not too much, because something like this, 16 games only? That's just where it gets a little iffy for me. I would probably pay $200, but if I had to pay anything lower, I would at least go $175. $150 might be a little... That might not be the best asking price, but I think $175 to $200 is a better asking price. $250 is what it comes down to if you translate the euros for it, so we're going to have to wait and see. But in the coming months, we're going to know, because this thing comes out in October. There will be pre-orders for it at one point. I will probably pre-order it myself just to see what this thing is going to be like, because October's a long ways away, and saving that amount of money is not that problem when it's that far away. But being an old school Capcom fan, this is something that I am excited for, but still kind of weary about. Because originally, when they showed this off yesterday in like a small, tiny little hint trailer, I thought we were getting like a Capcom Collector's Edition, like all the old school classic Capcom beat 'em up games and arcade games and, you know, Super Nintendo games, Sega games that were all Capcom related, something like that. Because Sega had actually put something like that out on the PS4 and Xbox One recently, so I thought Capcom might have kind of been doing the same thing. But well, they kind of did something similar back on the PlayStation Portable. There's actually two versions, actually not two versions, but two collector's editions for old school Capcom games. Regardless, if you're a Capcom fan or a collector of Capcom stuff, I think this is definitely going to be for you, because I know it's going to be for me. Just gotta wait and see on the price. But I want to know what you guys think, the fans. Let me know down in the comments below what you all feel about this Capcom Home Arcade Mini Cabinet Fight Stick. Because, again, I don't think anybody expected this. So, please, like and subscribe and share this video because it's free, and this day and age, free's a damn good thing. As always, everybody, thank you for watching. My name's One Big Boss, and I will see you all next time.